And so when they started testing for it, and this PCR test that they're testing for COVID-19 all over the world now, as doctors and scientists have pointed out, those with the guts to come out, they ain't testing for COVID-19. They're testing for this genetic material that's found in loads of bodies, people's bodies. That's why so many are testing positive. They're not testing positive for a virus. So what happened in China, the stage one, is first of all, they started diagnosing this new virus they have not purified and shown to exist through symptoms. They would really struggle in Wuhan to find respiratory symptoms, wouldn't they? Just like everywhere. So they start saying that these respiratory illnesses that you find all the time in Wuhan were now this new virus. No proof. And so the numbers started getting up. And then they introduced this test, which is not testing for a virus, it's testing for genetic material that loads of people have in their body as a matter of course. Therefore, they're testing positive. And if you remember, there was this massive hype. They built hospitals in days, to meet, oh God, what's happening? Oh, we're all dying. When you actually break down the numbers now, the number of people who appear to have died from this in China are dramatically less than we were led to believe. So now the media eventually starts hyping this up. Ooh, this could come to the West, this could come to the West. And the numbers were going up in China, oh, we're all going to die. And then it starts moving westward. And this is the key to understand. This is the key to the whole scam. The Chinese reaction to this virus was a draconian, merciless lockdown. People locked in their homes where they starved, it seems. People pulled off the street. There was this draconian lockdown. And then what happened? Suddenly, the figures start to fall. Just as this thing is moving into the West, or we told it is, the figures start to fall. Now, if you don't have a virus, but you are giving the impression that there's one through symptom diagnosis and a test that's absolutely useless and not testing for a virus, then you have control of the figures. You know, people have said to me in the alternative media, well, why would they not have a virus? Why wouldn't they just release a bioweapon, right? Well, if you release a virus that actually is real and it is deadly, well, immediately you release it, you lost control of it. And you have the potential of taking out lots of people you don't want taking out. Because although there's a tiny number of you at the core, you're relying on lots of compartmentalized people in the system to impose your will on society. You don't want to take them out. You lose control of it. But if you are creating the illusion of a virus through figures and symptoms that are other diseases, and through a test that is testing positive for a genetic material that loads of people have in their body and not for a virus, and if you are giving the impression that lots of people are dying from this virus because you're telling doctors will come to this, and they've admitted it, lots of them, you're telling doctors that if they test positive for COVID-19, i.e. this genetic material, which loads of people have, then COVID-19 must go on the death certificate, even if they've died of lung cancer or heart disease, or they've fallen down the frickin' stairs. People who are new to this will go, that's ridiculous. No, this is what is happening, and this is what brave doctors that have come out are telling you. And indeed, you can see the legislation and the regulations. Do you know, in places like Scotland, it's the rule that if someone is testing positive for COVID-19, in other words, this genetic material, not the virus, and they die within 28 days, COVID-19 has to go on the death certificate. This is how they're scamming it.
So Jim Rickards has just recorded a video that's not available to anyone in the public, and he's going to be talking about how this upcoming recession is going to be fast, it's going to be bloody, it's going to be nasty. But at the same time, he's going to show you how you can position yourself to profit from all of this chaos. Now, we've made this video only available to our viewers. Go to londonreal.tv/Jim. Watch that immediately. I can't say enough good things about Jim Rickards. He understands the global economic system better than any guest I've ever had on London Real. His predictions are almost uncannily true, and you can learn how to profit from his vision, from his expertise, and his understanding of economics. So go to londonreal.tv/Jim or click the link below. It's an excellent, excellent look on what's going to happen in the future and how you can position yourself to profit from that. Jim is one of the best in the business, one of my favorite guests on London Real, and he's very, very good at predicting the future and showing us all to profit from it. So click the link, and I hope you enjoy. Hey, it's Brian Rose, founder of the DeFi Academy. I've told you my 4-week crypto bootcamp is amazing, but don't take my word for it. This is what my students are saying.
The DeFi Academy was an amazing experience for me. It took me totally out of my comfort zone.
In this course, I was challenged, I was held accountable, and pushed to do things that honestly weren't always easy.
It's been phenomenal, and I can't believe we're already up on our 4 weeks. It has flown by.
Going through this DeFi accelerator by far was one of the best courses I've taken.
You do this course, you really get into the nitty-gritty of the activities that will make you comfortable with decentralized finance.
Thank you so much to Brian and everyone at London Real and the DeFi Academy for even putting together an amazing course like this.
Anybody else that wants to do it, please sign up. It is well worth the money.